Welcome to this session called Digital Wealth. It's with the founder and CEO of the Amber Group. And for those of you that may not be familiar with the Amber Group or Michael Wu himself, he has literally attended the best colleges in the world. One of them in particular is Oxford University, Dartmouth College. And then what was interesting, doing a bit of research about him, is that he got into the Mahindra United World College of India, which only accepts 200 students from 87 countries per year. So we're talking like a high caliber individual here. Then went on to intern at Goldman Sachs, then became a trader in FX and rates at Morgan Stanley. So from Goldman Sachs to Morgan Stanley, and then has set up Amber Group, which has gone on to become a unicorn, a tech unicorn in Hong Kong. It is currently estimated to be worth over $1 billion. Now, a little fact about the Amber Group: they are a market leader in pricing, trading, and hedging. And on average, they trade between $1 to $5 billion in cash, futures, swaps, options, and derivatives. Yep, that's $1 billion, not South African rands. That is US dollars. So you can imagine the kind of company that Michael Wu has built. And he's going to be talking about digital wealth and the importance of digital wealth. So without further ado, Michael, it's an absolute privilege to welcome you to a South African audience. Thank you for joining us, and all the best.
Thank you, James. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure, and I will be sharing today on the topic of digital wealth, the evolution of value. And so, hi everyone. Good evening or good morning, depending on where you are. I'm honored to be here and speaking as a keynote speaker for Crypto Fest 2021. As James introduced, my name is Michael Wu, and I'm the co-founder and the CEO of Amber Group, a global fintech unicorn specializing in the digital asset space. Today, I will be sharing on the topic of digital wealth and the evolution of value. I think it will be an interesting and a relevant topic for all of you, especially given the current digital migration that's happening in all of our lives right now. I would say human society's digital migration is probably the single most important trend of our generation. Wealth is being disrupted in the old world and completely rebuilt in unprecedented ways in the digital realm. I'm sure you hear about it on the news all the time. Since the arrival of crypto and the digital assets, there are now tons of new crypto-related self-made billionaires and numerous crypto millionaires. An NFT, which is a digital asset, can be worth tens of millions of dollars on its own. And more interestingly, there are many young people in every corner of the world who do not possess much wealth yet, spending thousands of dollars in Ethereum gas every month to participate in this digital economy. The digital metaverse is already here. If people do not start building their digital wealth immediately, the risk of being left behind is increasing day by day. But before we start, let me first tell you a little bit more about Amber Group. As mentioned, we are a global digital asset platform. We are a global team of over 500 fintech specialists from all around the world, across Asia, Europe, and North America. And as I'm speaking, we're setting up in Africa and Latin America too. In our latest round of investment, in the first quarter of 2021, we were valued to be $1 billion company. But fairly speaking, Amber Group has grown a few times beyond that by now. Amber Group started its business by servicing billion-dollar institutions, multinational corporations, and family offices. To date, we have over 1,000 such large institutional customers using our digital asset services. Through Amber, they're buying and selling digital assets, earning yields on crypto and stablecoins, borrowing, lending, making payments, structured products, you name it. We have also brought these proven institutional-grade digital asset services to global consumers, to retailers, with our mobile app and our web platform. In 2021 alone, this year, we have already created and distributed over 500 million US dollars of digital wealth to our global customers. Our mission and our success at Amber Group also resonate with the best investors globally. From Sequoia to Tiger Global, from Coinbase to Pantera, we partner with the best of the best in delivering our products and services to our global users. Now, entering the main topic today about building your digital wealth, I think we first need to appreciate and thank two great minds in human history. One is Charles Darwin, who shocked the world by publishing the theory of evolution and helped us understand where we come from as human beings. The second is Satoshi Nakamoto. Whoever he may actually be, he has guided us toward the future and has enlightened us about the evolution of value. We are truly entering a digital metaverse as we speak. Or, in my personal, less popular opinion, we have been living in the parallel digital metaverse for about 25 to 30 years already. The moment the internet was created and used for human social interactions, the metaverse came into existence. Since the COVID pandemic began, you and I probably have spent as much time living on the internet as we have in the physical world through our mobile devices and computers. In fact, all of us are meeting right now in the digital world, but the interaction is just as real, isn't it? And our virtual avatars, what they wear, what they own, how they look, to many have started to matter just as much as what we actually wear or how we actually look in the real life. For example, look at this picture on the right. It's a Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT. And there are a lot of people who are willing to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to have one of these as their virtual avatar. In the same way, our society and ourselves are migrating digitally, and our wealth is migrating digitally at an even faster pace. Gold, the shiny yellow metal, has been a symbol of wealth and value storage for centuries across human societies. But now that role is clearly being replaced with Bitcoin, the digital gold for the younger generations. It's really quite hard for the Gen Zs who grow up socializing with friends on Instagram and playing online games every day to understand why they should own this quote-unquote useless metal bar called gold, when instead they could own the digital equivalent of Bitcoin when it comes to storing their value. In fact, not just gold. The whole financial infrastructure is migrating digitally because it just has to follow or even has to lead this human digital migration. Because remember, money tends to be smart and it rewards the smart and the brave. Currencies evolved from seashells or pretty rocks to paper fiat money, to a number written on your bank account, now to cryptocurrencies and central bank-backed digital currencies. Assets evolved from physical goods like gold or silver to equipment, cars, real estate, to financial assets, stocks, bonds, foreign currencies, and now to digital assets and NFTs. Even financial institutions and how financial services are done have to follow the same evolution pattern. Traditional banks, where you have to wait at the counter, sign paper documents, are clearly outdated. Banking on your mobile phone should at least be the norm for the new generation. And with digital asset technology enablement, you should be able to save, invest, spend, own, earn, and do everything with every type of asset on one digital platform through your mobile devices and computers while you socialize with your friends and family. With everything that's happening right now, it is very clear the digital wealth will be the most important category of all wealth in the very near future. The trend is already crystal clear. Cryptocurrencies as a very young asset class is already worth over 2.7 trillion US dollars, with institutions flooding into it every day as we speak. NFTs, a even more recent creation that's generated mostly by artists and users and communities themselves, have accumulated over 18 billion US dollars in value today. Lastly, even traditional assets are moving onto blockchain and becoming digital assets too. You have central bank digital currencies, such as the national digital currency of Nigeria, the e-Naira, announced recently. You also have stocks or real estate assets becoming asset-backed tokens that can be invested alongside with other crypto-native assets such as Bitcoin and Ethereum. In one single platform, you should be able to deposit digital fiat, invest in a portfolio of Bitcoin, Apple stocks, and NFTs, while spending off the interest income or credit borrowing from your digital wealth portfolio. This not only is a better way to grow your wealth and have a better life because of it, the alternative legacy system is crumbling already anyway. Hyperinflation due to unstoppable global money printing, asset bubbles, local currency crisis. Many of us are way too familiar with those problems already. I firmly believe through digital asset technology, we create financial democratization and equal access. We can reduce what we call externalities in economics, which means people are not financially motivated to care about other people or the world. I think we can solve these problems with the right financial technology, such as crypto finance. We can build a better world, a digital metaverse where people can earn a fair living at home through digital assets without being forced to leave their families behind and work abroad or in big cities. We can protect the environment by making carbon credit a real ownable digital asset for everyone, and therefore collectively tax the corporations that are too slow at reducing their carbon footprint. We can have a fair marketplace with NFTs, so content creators, individual artists, musicians, performers, and YouTubers can own their work and get paid for it without a gigantic corporate middleman. You create, you work, you save, you invest, and you own, all digitally, fairly, and freely. Then you spend on education, family, social life, and entertainment. Again, digitally, fairly, and freely. Now, let me recap. The importance of starting to understand and grow your digital wealth. First, everything in your life is already migrating digitally, money or value in particular. Secondly, wealth is being generated and compounded much faster in the digital world compared to the old physical world. Earning 8% digitally or earning 0% the old-fashioned way. It's your choice, but you snooze, you lose. Last but not least, the two worlds, the digital world and the physical world, are already interconnected. In countries like El Salvador, Bitcoin is already being used every day by everyone to buy coffee, to pay electricity bills, and tuition fees. Elsewhere, the US dollar stablecoin, which essentially is just a digital version of the US dollar, preserves your wealth in the same way as a greenback, but turns around much faster, cheaper, and can grant you a much higher interest rate. To become your gateway to this digital wealth and to enable you with a technology-driven platform where you can build your digital wealth and capture long-term value is exactly our mission at the Amber Group. Through digital asset technology, we want to help you finance flexibly, invest intelligently, purchase powerfully, act admirably and earn effortlessly. We are your trusted partner for all your digital asset needs. We have a complete product suite that's catered for all. If you are a very seasoned crypto user or an institutional investor, you can access our services via our 24/7 around-the-clock trading desk or plug into our Pro platform and even its APIs. If you are an intermediate user that already has crypto assets or a decent amount of financial knowledge, you can enjoy our mobile app services and access the professional investing portal. If you are new to digital assets or even do not have much experience with finance yet, you'll find our mobile app to be the simplest and the most suitable. And you can also learn more about both Amber Group and the digital assets via our website, ambergroup.io. And security and technology is really at the core of our digital asset services. With over 350 engineers globally working around the clock, we ensure your digital assets, your data, your transactions, all your activities are safe and sound with us all the time. Amber Group is also compliant with local regulators globally, and we have an open, progressive approach in working with governments to safeguard the whole crypto ecosystem. At Amber Group, we have assembled the right team to enable such technology and provide such services to all of you. Together, our leadership team has decades of experience in a wide range of fields, from leading Wall Street institutions and fintech firms, from ex-Goldman Sachs partners and ex-Silicon Valley engineers to ex-American Express sales executives. We've all gathered together at Amber Group to deliver the best products and the services in the world for the digital era to all of you. And the actions speak louder than words. Some of the industry-leading efforts we have put forward include buying and tokenizing over $2 million worth of carbon credits already for our users. We want to help you help protect our planet while also making a sound investment and a good return. We have also enabled and facilitated a landmark NFT deal along with our partner TR Labs and the firework artist Mr. Cai Guoqiang to showcase the value of digital arts and culture. Our vision is to enable all the artists, musicians, and the performers across the world to capitalize on their creations through digital asset technology and build their digital wealth. As you can see from the above examples, Amber Group provides digital asset services beyond the conventional financial services you can find anywhere. We help you engage in social responsibilities, invest in arts and culture, stay in the loop of technology and innovation, and provide you a gateway toward not only digital wealth, but the digital lifestyle. And all of this can happen in a social and engaging way too. Remember, future wealth will be built digitally and differently. Amber Group is also launching another revolutionary product in 1 month's time that will bring you even closer to the above-mentioned future experience and truly enable all of you to build and grow your digital wealth. With that, I'll conclude my sharing today. Thank you, and please go ahead and visit us at our websites and reach out to us via social media. We are Amber Group, and we will help you build your digital wealth with our platform, our technology, and our team. Thank you, everyone. Back to the audience for some questions. And I see one of the audience, Evlise, sorry if I mispronounce your name, ask thanks, Michael, for such a simple and creative approach. Fascinating use cases for digital assets are still emerging. However, market participants' perceptions do not necessarily meet the legal reality in different jurisdictions. From your entrepreneur perspective, how could we mitigate those risks? This is a wonderful question. And I think, it's really important for everyone to understand that, for crypto, for digital assets to go mainstream, we have to comply with, the regulatory frameworks in different jurisdictions. As crypto entrepreneurs, we have to have this open dialogue attitude towards regulators. It's best for the whole industry and the best for all of us individually as well. Now, regulators, we have to understand, they do not spend day in, day out like us crypto entrepreneurs to study about blockchain or study about crypto. So, there is a bit of an educational process we have to do. And firms like us, like Amber Group, are more than happy to engage in these educational conversations, engage in these dialogues to really help regulators understand, how we can actually create values for our end users and for the broader consumer market. And I think once they understand that, they can differentiate between the good actors and the bad actors. In crypto, I think too far take for granted that, crypto might be an exception, or if we only treat it as a speculative asset, it's okay. I disagree with that. I think, for crypto to truly go mainstream, to truly service people around the world, to truly help the mass market consumers, we have to not only work with regulators, work with governments, work with existing legal frameworks, but also see crypto more as a underlying technology rather than just a speculative asset. Okay, this question is from Sonia. Hi, Michael. What are the Amber Group's interests in Africa? Africa is a tremendously exciting market for Amber Group because we see a large young population that's digital native. A lot of the population in Africa from our study sort of skipped the traditional banking era and directly jumped into the digital banking era. Many of the young Africans might not have a regular bank account, but I think most of them will have. Many of them have access to internet through their mobile phones, and many of them will have some sort of e-wallet or e-banking accounts. Now, this experience, such e-banking services or e-investing experience can be massively enhanced with a platform like Amber Group, with crypto-enabled technologies. So we're extremely excited to bring our products, to bring our services to the broader African market. We're actually hiring in the African market as we speak as well. We want to build teams locally. We want to service locally. We want to bring our value, our products, and really the long-term value that come along with our products to the African population. Okay, next question is from Miguel. On the note on crypto going mainstream, what are your takes on meme tokens like Doge? Okay, this is a fun one. I think, not only meme tokens like Doge and, recently another hot one like Sheep going crazy in value. But also I think, this shows a trend as we are entering a digital era. The voices of the young population, the cultural influences, such as the meme culture from the internet native population and the internet native generation cannot be ignored. People's voices need to be heard, right? Sometimes market in the short term can act a bit irrationally, right? But over the long term, I think whatever sustain, there's a reason for it. The reason what we see as meme stocks, meme tokens like Dogecoin or Sheep have such large value is because they represent a voice and they represent certain communities. These communities might initially come together because of memes, because fun-loving culture over the internet. But over time, they are a vibrant community. They can build things for the community. Dogecoin tomorrow can have its own applications, right? Sheep as well. As long as they are a vibrant community, I think there will be a lot of talents, there will be a lot of resources deployed to build applications, to build user cases for these communities. And I think that's why, once you create a strong community, you already start to create value. Now, with all of that said, I will say that, in the short term, again, a lot of these price reactions can be a bit extreme. Price tend to overshoot with, emotions, with, frenzies. So, I do think, at Amber Group, we always encourage our users to take a long-term investment view to capture the long-term value rather than chasing what's hot, because that could be a very dangerous game.
Awesome, Michael. Thank you so much for such an insightful response to that question as well. I think you really bring such an overarching viewpoint and analysis on so many different fields. And what I find interesting is that Amber Group is a serious group that is trading huge volumes each and every day. I mean, you guys, if I'm not mistaken, you're listed on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. Is that correct?
Oh, we haven't been listed actually, but at our size, we're actually probably larger than many of the listed companies already.
So I mean, registered, as a huge company, as a unicorn, over $1 billion in value, and then to be able to analyze something like meme coins such as SHIB and Doge with quite interesting accuracy as well, speaks volumes. Because the reality is, even though, your big banks are looking at those kind of coins and saying, well, those are rubbish coins, they're not going to provide any value. Actually, the rest of the millennial digital culture are looking at those going, hey, this is an opportunity to make money. And I think that's how you stay ahead of the curve. My final question to you, Michael, would be for young people watching this right now, how would you advise they approach their investment portfolio? Should they be all into crypto? Should they be looking at some stocks as well, traditional unit trusts? I mean, just a basic overview. Should they be saving a whole bunch? Should they be learning to trade? What would your advice be to a young person in this very turbulent era?
I would on this question, I might have a contrarian view to many of the panelists or speakers in this conference. I think the best investment for a young person is to invest in yourself. What does that mean? It means, gaining the investment experience, learning about new technology, and most importantly, to get involved in this digital investing, digital wealth building, and the digital lifestyle early. Right? As a young person, to be honest, I'm a young person too. Many of us have a bright future ahead of us. Right now, it's about getting involved in the digital asset space. Right? I discourage YOLOing in digital assets, because that tend to create a negative feeling afterwards. Once if you do not manage your risk or things turn south. Right? I think more importantly is start to investing in this space and then start to being educated through that learning experience in the digital lifestyle. And over time, right, we have a long, great life ahead of us. I think over time, the true value come from that learning experience, come from accumulating that digital wealth, come from, really capturing the long-term value that's enabled by such technology and these, new trends. So stay on the mega trend of things going digital. Stay on the mega trend of crypto going mainstream. Stay on the mega trend of, learning about digital assets and having a digital lifestyle, digital investing. But be patient. See it as an educational experience, especially as a young person. And over time, I think the biggest reward will come from that.
Wow. I mean, that is such important advice. That's something that a lot of people don't take into consideration. Invest in yourself first, because I mean, that's something that I've learned in the last 5 years. People are trying to, and me included, you're trying to, as you say, YOLO and FOMO into stocks and cryptos to try and make wealth for yourself. But the reality is, it's so easy to get it wrong. And the only way to make money is to work hard and make smart decisions while you're working hard. So I think that's so important, investing in yourself. Michael, thank you so much for joining us today here at Crypto Fest. It's really been fantastic. Any closing thoughts?
Sure. So again, I highly encourage everyone to visit us at our website, ambergroup.io, to learn about our products, to learn about, crypto and the broader digital asset space, and also, to learn about the opportunities we can potentially offer both through our products and, we are, as I mentioned, we are also hiring. So, if you have a lot of ideas, you are passionate about the digital asset space, reach out to us.
You can follow Michael on Twitter. If you guys are on Twitter, it's Michael Wu Amber on Twitter. They're at Michael Wu Amber, and it's all one word. If you want to follow the Amber Group, ambergroup_IO is where you'll find them. Michael, thank you once again, and we look forward to catching up with you at one of the future conferences.
Thank you, James. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.